In this video, I'm going to talk about a few of the most common issues you'll run into with brand new projects, and in particular rug pulls, how they happen, what the hell a rug pull actually is, why suddenly everything can go to zero within minutes of a new launch. So you fully understand it, and then you know how to avoid it. You're never going to be 100,000,000% sure about these things, but with these basic tips, you're very, very likely to avoid it. Now here, I'm on new collections again. We're always on deck screener here looking at new collections, and you can see loads launching. First of all, just visually, when you look through some of these names, you already know what's rubbish. You see /soul, Discord, Instagram. These are just random names of platforms. How can that even be a meme coin? That's obviously not a meme coin. So don't even get involved in these. Very likely these are going to be problematic. Obviously we can start checking on the chart and I'll show you some other tips, but just as a general first point, once you get more experience, you already know what's a complete waste of time. So just avoid those, or any that are clearly just a direct rip-off word for word of a famous meme coin. It's just like Miro, M-I-R-O. It's already a famous meme coin, and it's just a clear rip-off. So just avoid stuff like that. Don't waste your time with stuff like that. So that's the first step. Next one, I'm going to show you a couple of these that were almost like rug pulls. So for example, this one. This was newer. It just launched not long ago. And you can see the liquidity is drained, and now it's showing us no liquidity and stuff like that. So what actually happened here? That's what I'm going to explain to you now, and how it works with the initial pools. In a previous video, I explained the liquidity pool. So here, basically, what's happening is after the pool is set up, if the creator doesn't lock the tokens or burn the tokens, what they can do at any time is exchange all of the tokens in the pool back and get that cash back. And if that cash value has gone up a little bit, they can just suddenly take it back. And that's why you see these sudden things where people have been buying small amounts because probably just to build up the pool and look like it's got trading volume. So the creator of this project is probably doing that, and then suddenly nobody can sell. You can see sell 0.01, remove. So suddenly people are unable to sell now. Here they were still able to sell a little bit, but suddenly the rug got pulled. So they pull the liquidity. And when you pull the liquidity, you can't exchange your tokens anywhere because there is no pool where there are tokens and Solana money remaining in the pool. So where are you going to exchange it? So suddenly there's nothing you can do. So this is literally one of those that quote unquote goes to zero. So what do you do? How do you avoid this? Well, a few different ways. And we can get very granular with this. Like we can start looking through contracts and stuff like that. But a lot of the time you don't need to do that. You can check here. So basically, this is after it's drained, so ignore this lock sign and stuff like that. But basically, a collection that's already well established. This was another one that is the same thing, by the way. So suddenly they pulled all of the liquidity out, and then nobody can sell anymore. Whereas before that, everything was going okay, but they were basically more than likely using wallets to buy up their own collection just to get the market cap to go up a little bit before they pull the liquidity. So the liquidity probably got to $3,000, something like that, and then they just pulled it. So let's just go back into new pairs, and let's just show you an established collection to see what it looks like on here. So let's click on this one. This collection is doing well at the moment. It's at 450 market cap upwards. Notice liquidity is locked. So there's a lock sign here and it's green around. So if you hover over that and click on it, it shows you total locked liquidity. 99.9 basically is 100%. Consider it 100%. And it's been burnt as well. So you see that? Locked and burnt. So what that means is they locked it, which means they're not allowed to exchange those tokens, maybe for a period of time. But then when they burn it, that means they can never, ever take that cash out of the liquidity pool. So forever now, it doesn't matter if the dev leaves this project or doesn't, whatever he wants to do. This is a community world token that will go up and down based on whether people buy it or sell it. Nobody can ever pull a rug on this because there's nothing to pull because the liquidity is burnt. There are no LP tokens anymore. It's literally just buying and selling. And actually a random community member can start pumping this and marketing it on their own if they want to. They can make their Twitter account and talk about 4chan, and the price might go up or might go down. He's not doing anything weird. He can't secretly buy any extra tokens that weren't already listed and sold. That's why you get so many community takeovers, which I'll discuss in a separate video. So it's that locked icon you're looking for. It makes things very safe. Now, sometimes you don't get the green around it. You just get the gray. That's why you have to be a little bit careful, but still a little bit of locked is better than nothing. But sometimes people trick by locking only a tiny bit of the tokens and then the rest are not locked. So you have to be careful. That's why this shows the percentage, and you can check. The only problem with Deck Screener, obviously, is there are delays with this information. It takes a little bit of time. So let's click on another one. This is a newer collection, but look, it's locked. It's a new collection, very low market cap, but locked and burnt. Much, much safer. Doesn't mean, the price is not going to trend down if they don't do marketing or if they don't get the buzz and stuff like that, but much, much safer. And then also the other place to check is on their Twitter, Telegram. Not usually on the website, but on the Twitter and Telegram, they will literally say, blah, 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 look, things are locked now, and make a actual posting about that. So they're just talking about some of their trending areas at the moment and stuff. So probably, they didn't even do that. They missed a bit of a trick there. But basically, they've got their contract site. They should have just said here somewhere. Did they say it? No. They're just saying they've paid for extra promotions and listings. They didn't really say. So I don't know what they're doing here. But remember, for some of these people, English is not even their first language for some of these developers and creators and stuff. So they just write gobbledygook, and you have to kind of differentiate from that and try and work out what they're trying to say. Let's have a look. How is this one doing? Yeah, this one had a big pump and it's been struggling since, which again is, as you'll see from my videos, is normal for most averagey type collections. But the main thing is they can't suddenly pull anything. They can stop marketing and stop trying, and if they had any marketing tokens, they can sell some of those. But that doesn't mean it's going to go to zero. The zero ones, the rug pulls, are the ones with the liquidity, especially on Solana. The liquidity is not locked and not burnt. So that's what you're looking out for. That's the most common one. And in other videos, we're going to obviously talk about some of the other things that happen, a lot of the reasons why you get this massive pumps and dumps. But we'll leave that for another video. Thanks for listening.